What's going on, guys? Otaku Gains here, and as you can see by the title today, I am doing a live stream Q&A. I'm going to be answering your guys' questions live for the next 2 hours straight. It's going to become first come, first serve, and obviously super chat and membership questions will take priority. So let's run it. What's good, Genoa? What up? What up? Nightmare, what's good? What's good? Blue Jacket, what up? Yo boy TJ, Araki, Shari, Simon, what up? Hi. What's good, everybody? What's good? How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? You're a huge fan. Appreciate you, Blue Jacket. Appreciate you. You gotta go, but I just wanted to stop, say hi. Appreciate you, Genoa. Appreciate you coming through. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Tired, but good, you know. How are you guys doing today? All right, later. You're all right, as in you leaving right now, or you are all right, and then you're leaving. I'm confused. What's my favorite anime? Dragon Ball Z. You're gonna give a like? I appreciate you, Nightmare. Appreciate you smacking that YouTuber thumbs up. My boy Maxi made an appearance on the stream too. Go give him a subscribe too, Max Gravel. He's got a lot more subscribers than me. I'm yeah, gotta give my boy the shout out. He's got way more subscribers than I do. But yeah, my favorite anime is Dragon Ball Z. Appreciate you giving the like, Nightmare. Hello, new here. What's going on? What's good, World Eater? Not much, man. I'm just gonna be answering your guys' questions for the next 2 hours. You know, I love interacting with y'all. I have a shout out. Yeah, appreciate you, Nightmare. What's my top 5? See, I get asked this like every stream, and I feel like it always changes because I always kind of forget because I've seen so many I've seen like over 300 anime, so I kind of forget. But in no particular order is Dragon Ball like the entire series, including Super, not GT. We don't count GT. But Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, whatever. Attack on Titan, Baki the Grappler, Food Wars, and probably Death Note. Those are probably my top 5. You think Megumin gonna make it out? Wait, Megumin or Megumi? Like Jujutsu Kaisen Megumi? Is Naruto your favorite anime? It is not. Naruto's probably my top 10, but it is not my favorite. You love my videos. Appreciate you, Nightmare. And appreciate the love, Blue Jacket. I agree, they are good choices. Oh, but okay, Jujutsu Kaisen. Do I think? Yeah, I think he is gonna make it out. As far as how, I don't know. I'm also gonna make a bold claim that a certain someone is not dead. I know that's a very controversial topic currently, but I still think that he is not dead. I will say that. But I do think Megumi is going to make it out. How, I don't know, but I think he will. Either that or it'll be like something similar to a Yuji thing where he like tries to sacrifice himself, because remember when um Sukuna took over Yuji's body and he took out his heart and everything because he didn't think Yuji would like sacrifice himself. Maybe Megumi might do something like that, but other than that, I think he's gonna make it out. But you never know. You never know with Gege. Love your videos. You're the best. Freaky. That is true. Plot do gotta get freaky. I mean, Gege threw us for a big curveball in this last chapter. That's for sure. How do you feel about Gojo getting absolutely disrespected by being killed off screen? All right, well, I wasn't gonna say I wasn't gonna say anything and try to keep spoilers, but I gotta answer the questions. I think it was trash. Not gonna lie, the fact he got off screen, but also the fact that he got off screen gives me slight hope. And again, I still stand by. This is a bold take. I personally think he's still alive. I personally think he's still alive. I could be completely wrong. He might be gone forever, and I know it could be copium. But I think he's still alive. Now, hear me out for the reasoning, though. The reason I think he is still alive is because, if canonically speaking, and the only reason I'd say he might not be alive anymore is just the fact Gege does hate Gojo. But at the same time, if you recall back to the high school years, my man literally basically was put in the same situation where he wasn't sliced in half, but he literally got stabbed in the throat and cut down the center of himself, almost getting cut in half, and he still survived. Plus, his reverse curse energy is restored currently. So, and he did make the statement. He did make the statement back then when he was fighting Toji that you should have gone for the head. If you would have gone for the head, you would have won. Now, clearly, my man Gojo, his head ain't disconnected yet. So, we'll see. This is my bold take. That's my bold take on that. Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen is insane. Facts. Jujutsu Kaisen is phenomenal. Jujutsu Kaisen is absolutely phenomenal. I think it's by far the best new generation shonen. Who is stronger, Naruto or Luffy? Luffy. If you could make your own domain expansion, what would it be called and look like? I'm a big fan of being able to control time, and so I think it would be cool. I don't know what it would be called, but it would be like summoning someone in a world full of clocks. I think that would be cool. Gege smoking that Gojo pack. Facts. Do you think Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 insane and like cool? Yeah. Or season 2, you mean? Yeah. I think season 2 is better than season 1. And hold on, I'll be right back. My cat is scratching at my door, and it's really annoying. All right. Nah, but reverse ritual things only need a head, so Yuta gonna pick it up. Exactly. I think Yuta. Well, that's the thing though, is that even without that, Gojo has his own reverse curse energy, and again, he fought Toji and almost got cut in half. Essentially, maybe if the blade was longer, but he still survived that, and he said you need to go for the head. Otherwise, he can put himself back together, essentially. So, I mean, we'll see. We will see. I personally don't think he's dead. Just the way they framed it, I don't think he's dead. But I could be wrong, because again, Gege hates Gojo. So, we'll see. What is the most plot armor moment in anime that you remember? Mm, most plot armor moment. Oh, I know exactly what it is. When frickin' Shisui came up and rose up like a frickin' phoenix and managed to give Kakashi double Mangekyo, like out of nowhere for like 20 minutes. That was the most plot armor BS I've ever seen in anime. Don't get me wrong, I think it was cool, but it made literally zero sense. There was no jutsu involved. It was literally just I'm just gonna come back from the dead as a ghost, and here you go. Made no sense. Um, who is stronger, Saitama or Goku? Goku. You could call it grandfather realm. That sounds slightly cold. That seems kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, do you watch the Daily Life, The Immortal King? I do not. I have not seen that, unfortunately. The lightning guy gonna get an insane power up to get those scrap minutes. That's true. That is true because apparently every video and article I've seen is claiming that he didn't go all out against that one gambling guy. I can't remember his name. Is this pre-recorded? No, no, it's not pre-recorded. But yeah, he didn't use his obviously use his domain expansion or any of that. So we'll see what he's got. Apparently, he was the strongest of his era. So I think he's gonna even injure Sukuna? Probably not. He might surprise Sukuna, but I don't think he's gonna do much. He's not gonna do nearly as well as Gojo did. But I think what's going to, again, my personal headcanon, I don't think Gojo's dead. So my personal headcanon is he's going to fight Sukuna. The Kashimo's gonna fight Sukuna, and he's going to buy time for Gojo to eventually heal. That's my personal headcanon of it. Um, you can make a harem of 10 women from all of anime. Who is it? Tsunade. There's gonna be a lot of Naruto characters. So Tsunade, Hinata. Um, wildly enough, this is a bold take, but Sakura, Rias Gremory, Yoruichi from Bleach, Edina from Food Wars, so what is that, 6? Who's 4 more? Now I'm drawing a blank. Bulma, 7. Akeno, 8. Akeno from High School DxD. Mitsuri, 7. Or not 7, 9. Mitsuri, 9. And who would be 10? Who would be 10? Oh, Mikumi Ito. I think that's her name. Meat Girl from Food Wars. That's 10. That's off the top of my head. Adult Sakura versus Prime Hashirama. Who wins? Hashirama. No diff. Is Sakura your favorite female anime character? No. No. Rias Gremory is probably my favorite. Milk City. Facts. A question: can you change the GIF to a smoother one? The change is really crisp and bright. That would require me going to the internet and downloading a new one, and that would distort the angles of all of how I have this set up and everything. I have a very scuffed setup for it, so I'm sorry to say, gotta stay Naruto. Gotta stay Naruto. Any concerns for how powerful 20 Finger might be? I mean, he's basically already that because they made up for it by him consuming I don't remember his name. The mummified guy. So he's basically 20 fingers. Adult Sakura, I already answered that. What's up, man? Who is more useful, Sakura, Nami, or Bulma? Who's more useful? Like the most useful? The most useful. Honestly, the most useful is probably Sakura, because at the very least she can heal. But then again, Bulma can also she can't do anything for battling, but she also has the ability she has the Dragon Radar to find the Dragon Balls, which is pretty freaking useful. And she's rich. Honestly, Nami's probably the least useful, I feel like. Uh, oh, thank God he isn't a Sakura simp. Yeah, no. I like Sakura, but I'm not. No, we keep it in reality here, or anime reality at least. Hagoromo or Naruto who wins in a fight? Um, Probably Hagoromo. I would say. Well, actually, that's hard to say. That is hard to say because if you count Baryon mode, then you have to start thinking into consideration. Do you think Hagoromo could beat Ishiki? And that's hard to say because it was stated, I think, that Ishiki is stronger than Kaguya, and it took Hagoromo and Hamura, I believe, together to beat Kaguya. So, in reality, if we count Baryon mode, I actually do think Naruto probably is stronger. Read or watch Hell's Paradise? Yeah, I've read the whole thing. I have read all of Hell's Paradise. It was great. I think the ending felt a bit rushed, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I recommend watching Daily Life of the Mortal King on Crunchyroll because it has an English dub until season 3. I mean, personally, I prefer sub. Not gonna lie. Yo, what's good, Aiden? What up? What up? You want to elaborate on that clickbait? Um, it's called clickbait. There's nothing to elaborate. It's called getting more people to click. I don't know. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And I mean, you can call it clickbait all you want, but this is YouTube. If you thought it was something other, or if you saw it was something else, then you're on the wrong website. Mm-mm. What's your favorite fight in anime? Probably Rock Lee versus Gara. I'd say Rock Lee versus Gara. Mm-mm-mm-mm. How will One Piece end, and when the One Piece is find or after? I think One Piece. I'm personally under the assumption Buggy's gonna find the One Piece. That's how it's gonna end. Buggy will find the One Piece. Now, as to what the One Piece is, I don't know. The ending was bad as Sunken Rock. I'm not sure. Oh, for a Hell's Paradise, I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was bad, but it wasn't great. but it overall wasn't terrible. I've seen much worse. Is MHA overrated? Um, a little bit. A little bit. Actually, I think it's pretty accurately rated now. It was definitely overhyped when it first came out, but now the hype has died down, and now people are like, yeah, it's a decent show, but it's not anything like super incredible either. Are you caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen? Yes, I am caught up with the manga of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes. Um, is new live action animes coming out? Not as far as I know. I don't know of any other new live actions coming out. I love MHA, but I hate the fandom. Yeah, no, I've heard of that. I've heard that. I personally have not interacted with the fandom very much, but I imagine it's not great. Um, when the One Piece is find or One Piece end after. Do you mean do I think One Piece will end once it's found? Probably. I think that's the whole point of it. Um, best anime in the big three. Personally, I like Naruto the most, but objectively speaking, it's probably One Piece. Imagine if One Piece is just like Roger's sock or some crap. I think that would be hilarious, but I don't. I have faith in Goda, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be something pretty cool. I don't think it's going to be something stupid like the friends you made along the way, but maybe. You never know. Um, What's your opinion on Pickle absolutely violating Kaioretsu? I mean, I don't want to get into spoilers, but there's a lot worse that happens to Kaioretsu later in Baki, unfortunately, via manga. But it makes sense. Pickle's pretty dope. I love Baki. I'm an OG Baki fan. I've been watching Baki since I was like 8 years old, like the original series, not the stuff that showed up on Netflix. So I love Baki, and I've known about Pickle since like 2012. So Pickle's like an old character for me. What's good, Mike? Welcome back. Welcome back. My day's been good. My day's been good. Sakura, what up? What up? Do you think the reverse curse technique will save him? Save Gojo? Yes. I'm personally, maybe it's copium, but that I personally think that Gojo is not dead. Honestly. Um. Oh, and just to give you guys a heads up, apparently, uh, via YouTube's new streaming system, apparently an ad's gonna play in the next 20 seconds. So look out for that. Apparently, only some viewers will get it though. So I don't know how it works, but that's just how YouTube's running now, I guess. Um, all anime got bad fan base. Some have decent fan bases. Um, Best theory for One Piece yet? Best theory? I still stand by that. Buggy's gonna be the one to find the One Piece. Melissa, what's good? What's good? For real, the fandom be shipping like Deku and his idol. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird. The shipping fandoms are a bit strange. Not gonna lie. Do you like anime Sakura? Yeah, I like Sakura. Damn, the Retsu just getting back to back slapped. Yeah, no, something. If you'll see in the mind, I personally though the season that it happens to Retsu, I can't wait for that to be animated. That's gonna be amazing. And personally, I think it's the best season. I don't like how it ends. I think the ending of the season or the arc or whatever isn't great, but the arc itself is probably the best arc in my opinion. Um, What's your headcanon for One Piece if it doesn't end after Luffy finds the One Piece? Um, if it doesn't end after Luffy finds the One Piece, they can go a couple different routes. I think that they might have it to where Luffy eventually gets captured and taken out, similar to how Roger did, which would suck, but it could happen. Um, Maybe something to do with reuniting with his family. As far as like actually finally meeting his dad, meeting his mom, maybe if his mom, whoever his mom may be, maybe his crocodile, who knows. Uh, you're saying otaku 1,000 times? I love the dedication, Mike. I love the dedication. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm probably gonna be doing one of those types of streams again tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. But I'll probably do it with Naruto. Your dad is sleeping right now. I'll hope he's I hope he's having a good nap. Happy to see more who believe him. True. There's the ad. I apologize for the ad, fam. I apologize. You're watching My Hero Academia? Not a bad show, not a bad show. I do need to catch up with it eventually. I'm pretty behind, honestly. I think I'm only through like season 4 or something like that. I know what happens. I know Vigilante Deku and all that. I just personally haven't watched it. Alright, so who wins, Super Saiyan Goku or Sage of the Six Paths Naruto? Me and my brother were having a debate on this. Super Saiyan Goku. Like, not even remotely close. Base Goku beats Naruto. Easily. There's like zero question. Who's your favorite anime character? Itachi. Yeah, Reckless, I hope you were on Goku's side. That fight isn't close. Agreed. Have you watched Parasite? Yeah, I have. I have. That's an old one. Man, Parasite came out a while ago. But I have watched Parasite. It's good anime. I like it. Again, ending a bit strange, but uh, I like it. You'll make me say Mike again. Well, I welcome the challenge, Mike. I welcome the challenge. Can Zoro marry Boa or Nami because of a connection of Rayleigh and Skaki? I don't see Zoro marrying I can't even speak right now. I don't see Zoro marrying anyone. I mean, Oda has came out with a blatant statement saying that he doesn't like to ship characters. So most likely, no one's gonna get married in the series. If anyone gets married, you can maybe say Usopp or Sanji, but I don't see Zoro, Nami, Luffy, or any Robin or any of them getting married. We were arguing what's the highest form of Goku that we thought Naruto could beat. I consider Super Saiyan, but to be honest, base form could do it. Yeah. We were counting Goku doing Goku. Yeah, no, it is not even a question. Like, Goku could beat Sage Naruto in base form with both hands and feet tied behind his back. Like, it's not even remotely close. Because at the end of the day, base Goku still very easily could destroy like a galaxy in base form, let alone versus Naruto can blow up what, a mountain, like, or maybe I guess you could argue half the moon, but that's still nothing compared to Goku. Because y'all gotta remember and think about it, like Frieza is able to blow up planets in his first form way back in Namek Saga. If we're taking base form Goku currently in Dragon Ball Super, it's not even remotely close. What up, Hunter? What up? I have bad news instead of good news this time. Oh man, not the news. Fake news, man. Fake news. 2-piece or 3-piece? 4-piece with a side of mashed potatoes. Uh, your aunt is dying soon. I am so sorry to hear that, man. I am so sorry. I hope I hope things are easy. My condolences, ma'am. My condolences. Alright, do you think Ultra Ego slash Instinct Gogeta can beat Black Frieza? Probably. They've basically dubbed it to where fusions beat everything, so yes, I personally think the fusion could. Two Piece is my greatest fear. Yeah, but personally, I don't see Oda making a sequel to it. It's such a long running series that I don't, and even then, it's still not planning to end anytime soon. I don't think Oda is going to make a sequel. He's probably just going to end it right there. If there ever was a sequel, Oda's not going to be the one that writes it. Goku at his strongest or Saitama at his strongest? Goku. Still stand by that. I'm sorry to hear about your grandma, Reckless. I hope things are okay, man. My condolences about that as well. How does people ship Naruto and Sasuke? I mean, it's how the shipping fandom is. I mean, based on how the characters act, that one you could actually give some leeway. Not gonna lie. How well do you think that Fusion would fare against Beerus? I personally think it would beat Beerus. I do. I personally think that Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta probably could beat Beerus, but that's still up in the air because that's the interesting thing that they did with the writing of Beerus is we just don't know how strong he is, and so we're kind of led to believe he's just always going to be stronger than everything, which isn't the case. Um, so who knows? Because at this point, I don't think we're ever going to find out, and the only way we'll find out is if it becomes the final fight. Goku or Vegeta fight Beerus as the final fight of the series, but I don't think we're ever going to find out personally. That's just how the character is written at this point. My country, Guyana, beat Trinidad last Sunday to win the cricket CPL T20 final after 11 years and six final for the first time ever. That's pretty cool, fam. That's pretty cool. How about Weiss? No, I don't think it would beat Weiss. Beerus, you could argue. Weiss, it's a no go. Because even then, when Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was fighting Broly was still getting a hit in every now and then versus he was trying to punch Whis and Whis just danced around him like it was a ballet concert. Base Goku versus whole MHA verse? Yes. Base Goku demolishes MHA. Imagine after One Piece, the ending of the last episode says we'll continue this on One Piece Shippuden. Rest in peace to our free time. What about Death Note? Hmm. No, actually, no. I have an actual answer to that. No, the Death Note would not be Goku because the Death Note states that uh that it works on human beings. I'm pretty sure there's a statement or a rule in the Death Note that says it works on humans. Technically, Goku is not a human. Technically, Goku is a Saiyan. He's an alien. He is not a human being. Humans are people that were on Earth. So technically, Goku is not a human. He's not an Earthling. Um, Dragon Ball Super versus Fire Force. Which is stronger? Like which characters or which is better? Which series is better? I like Dragon Ball Super more, but I'm a Dragon Ball fanboy. Uh, Luffy Gear 5 versus Naruto Baryon mode. Luffy. Luffy wins. Gear 5's kind of busted. Best Death Note character in your opinion? L. No question. No question. L is by far the best. You can't beat a character who has a strawberry in his pocket. It's legendary. So would the Death Note work on Gohan, Goten, Trunks, etc.? See, that's where it's up in the air. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. Because they put that clause in there. I'm pretty sure because it's a rule so that you can't write the Death God, the Shinigami's names in it. So you can't write down Ryuk or any of that in there. So I'm not sure how that works on people that are half human. Who knows? Because the Death Note technically wasn't written to do that. So I'm not really sure. None is better than L confirmed. Facts. L is the GOAT. L is one of my favorite anime characters of all time. Alright, who wins Deku manga versus Naruto Baryon mode? See, I don't know much. I don't know enough about Deku in the manga currently. I know he's extremely strong, but I don't know that much. I still will probably give it to Naruto, but I can't confirm or deny. Wait, couldn't Minato use Reaper Death Seal on Goku? Technically, yeah, probably. See, that's where you can argue that when it comes down to it, certain Naruto characters can work against Dragon Ball characters, but it very much depends on the circumstances. Because if you just immediate start the fight and the Dragon Ball character immediately just doesn't attack, it's game over. But if you give the Naruto character time to do something like tricky, like a Genjutsu or something like that, then you could argue the other way. Who would you say is the strongest JoJo character? Probably, as far as it currently is, probably Gold Experience Requiem. Because you could even argue that Gold Experience Requiem could beat Goku. Because it basically puts anyone in a Genjutsu, essentially. And we've seen that, like, for example, Goku, or any Dragon Ball character, if their guard is down, they can be injured by pretty much anything. Even bullets. Or laser beams, as we've seen in the Frieza movie. Now, who's your favorite character? Itachi. Itachi is my favorite anime character. So wait, could Itachi or Shisui beat all of these high-powered characters if they just put them in a Genjutsu? Theoretically, yes. Theoretically, they could. The one drawback is with Itachi, it has been proven that you can break out of Tsukiyomi, let alone a regular Genjutsu. As far as what's it called? I'm trying to remember the name of Shisui's Shisui's Genjutsu, whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it, but at the same time, I think it's very dependent. Because I imagine that Goku and everyone else would be able to break out of a Genjutsu eventually. Yeah, Koto Matsukami, that's it. But it basically comes down to would Itachi and or Shisui be able to kill said Dragon Ball character before they break out of the Genjutsu? Because it's even been proven that you can technically break out of Koto Matsukami too. It's just whether you realize you're in it or not yet. Because Danzo was using Koto Matsukami on the rest of the Kage, and they didn't realize it until Aoi saw through it with his Byakugan. And with Tsukuyomi, you gotta look directly into Itachi's eyes, and even then, it's been proven you can theoretically break out of it. So, it's a toss up. Um, Best big three main characters. Probably theoretically, I would say it's Goku, Luffy, and Naruto. I thank you for answering my questions. I am now off to watch One Piece. Of course, couldn't think of anime. Appreciate you coming through. Best anime waifu except Speedwagon. Personally, probably Rias Gremory. Like, Goku is dumb enough to not be able to break out, in my opinion, but like Vegeta would probably do so easily. Yeah, I could argue. You could argue that. Then again, it's hard to say because yes, Goku is dumb, but he is still technically considered a fighting genius to the point where even Vegeta has admitted that when it comes to fighting prowess, Goku is smarter. And this is theoretically fighting prowess, so as soon as Goku realizes something's off, he could probably figure it out. And your body's not like always completely lifeless when you're in a Genjutsu. Like, all Goku and Vegeta and any of them characters have to do really is just start releasing all of their energy at once, and they probably could disintegrate the entire area even if they're unconscious. So, the answer is Hanabi and Boruto Dime. Um, um, I'm not going to answer anything about that because age is a bit of a factor there, Chief. Not gonna lie. Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. You're right. No, Hanabi's fine. When I first read Hanabi, I instantly thought Himawari for some reason. Yeah, no, Hanabi and Boruto is a dime. You're right. You are 100% right on that. I still prefer Rias Gremory, but Hanabi is definitely up there. I like her personality more than Hinata, honestly. She's more outgoing. Uh, Jiraiya and Itachi are my favorite anime characters. That's very fair. Itachi's up there. What is your favorite Akatsuki member? Itachi. And Itachi's also, again, my favorite anime character, so no brainer. What is anime Mount Rushmore? The anime Mount Rushmore, so that's four people, right? It's honestly probably Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece. I'm hesitant to say Bleach. I don't want to say Bleach, honestly. Mm, Probably as bold of a take as this is, probably Pokemon. So it's Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, and Pokemon. Because let's be honest, a lot of our, especially from my generation, our first anime wasn't Naruto, wasn't Dragon Ball, it was Pokemon. It was literally my first anime. Um, to be fair, that was because it had more exposure than things like Dragon Ball and stuff at during those eras. But yeah, Pokemon's definitely on there. Not only that, but a little known fact some of you might find interesting: Pokemon is the highest grossing franchise of all time. Like, out of everything that's ever been made, Pokemon is the highest grossing franchise. Not just anime, but in everything. Higher grossing than Mario, Sonic, everything. It's Pokemon. Okay, who has more plot armor? Goku, Gojo, Sasuke, or Luffy? Well, now that Luffy has Gear 5, Luffy. I feel like Gojo probably has the least plot armor at this point. Bro called me a. Yeah, no, my bad, Reckless. I apologize for that. I don't know why my brain. Because you put Boruto in the title, I immediately thought Himawari. But yeah, no, Hanabi's a dime. You're 100% right. Hidan and Itachi are your favorite Akatsuki? That's fair. Goku can kill Naruto and Boruto verse with base form on one come close. I mean, I agree. As long as he's not trapped in a Genjutsu. Like, if we threw Genjutsu out of the equation, yeah, then you're 100% right. Goku easily smashes everything. What are your favorite anime characters in Naruto? So, like, what, like a top five? Top five probably would be Itachi, Minato, Pain, Madara, and mm, Minato. Let's see, who would be number five? Probably Might Guy. Do you think Gojo will be doing a comeback or something being real? Yes. Yes. I answered this earlier in the stream, but yes, I personally, one of the copium, people that believe that Gojo is still alive. I still stand by that. The only reason he might not be is because, again, Gege, the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen, does hate Gojo. So he might have gotten killed off like 100% for real. But you never know. It was written in that chapter, it was portrayed as you could go either way. It could either be, yeah, he's gone, or it wouldn't be outlandish for him to come back either. And I personally think they could write it as him coming back. Beast Gohan versus True Ultra Instinct Goku, who wins? Currently, as far as how it's written, Gohan, because it was stated in or not stated in an interview. Toriyama did state that at that time when he turned into Beast Gohan, Gohan was the strongest person in the universe. That means stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku, stronger than uh, Broly, stronger than Frieza. So, uh, you don't watch a lot of anime because of school. That's fair. I understand that struggle. I understand. Trust me, I get that. Back in my day, because I'm an old man, back in my day, I didn't get to watch anime because of school also, and because things like Crunchyroll didn't exist. Why people like Itachi when someone tell him to kill him family and not don't tell him to kill the family the village wants them dead? Because, and here's the thing people got to realize, he did it for the sake of the village. I get that, and people do find it extremely jarring, and they're like, oh, he's a villain, he's a mass murderer, as if every Naruto character isn't a mass murderer. Okay, you could argue that maybe not Naruto or something like that, but like Kakashi, Jiraiya, Tsunade, it doesn't matter. They're all mass murderers because they've all been a part of a great ninja war, and they've killed dozens, if not hundreds, of people individually. It was literally one of Minato's most legendary, quote unquote, legendary scenes where it was him versus 100 shinobi. You don't think he killed those people? So they're all mass murderers. It just depends on what side you're on. Mm-hmm. Gojo will be the villain at the end of the series. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I think that one's cap. Although that would be a wild twist. Now that I'm thinking about it, That would be a wild twist if they did actually kill off Gojo, and then Kenjaku took over Gojo's body. That would be a wild twist. And that is something that is not out of the realm of possibility. Who is smarter, L or Light? I personally think L is smarter. I think Light got lucky because of Rem's feelings or whatever. It had nothing to do with Light planning for that to happen. If the village family comes first, hey, I mean, it's a tough call, man. It's a tough call because at that point, it literally comes down to the age-old question: would you kill 100 people to save 1,000? Like, which one is for the greater good, you know? And at the end of the day, the series is literally about war and killing, so it's not surprising for that type of thing to happen. Because that's exactly why war happens in the first place, is because people have disagreements in beliefs, and so they think fighting is the answer to everything. Because, like, personally, like, let's be real here. The only reason the massacre happened was because of Danzo. Because Shisui was about to use Koto Matsukami, and that probably would have solved it. And let's be honest again, you don't want to sit here. I personally wouldn't sit here and say that Itachi's some massive villain for doing it, because again, it was for quote unquote the greater good. And the fact of the matter, it's not like he wanted to do it. He did it because his higher ups told him to do it, and it was probably the best option because it would start an all out war otherwise. And a lot more people would have died otherwise. Because you could say, oh, well, he could have just chosen not to do it. Okay, well, then there would have been a massive war, and a lot of the family would have been killed anyway, and a lot of people in the village would have been killed. So, like, for all you know, who knows? Kakashi could have been killed during that fight. You never know. Mike Guy could have died during that war. You never know. So, uh, Oyano Koji or Light, who is smarter? Who's Ayano Koji again? I'm trying to remember who that is. I don't recall who that is personally. Why 2 hours? I don't know. It just seemed like a good amount of time. So yeah, we got another hour and 7 minutes to go. Plus, it would also be close to my bedtime because I'm sleepy and I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. Um, the village is going to get destroyed anyway. I mean, they don't know that. It's not like they predict the future and can see, oh, well, Pain's gonna eventually blow up the village. Ishiki's eventually gonna destroy the village. Like that, they don't know that. Morgan, what's good? Appreciate you being a big fan, fam. Appreciate it. When High School of DxD season 5 will release? That's the age-old question. I would love to. I would love to know that answer too. And oh, Ayano Koji's from Classroom of the Elite. I personally have not seen Classroom of the Elite. So I know it's good, but I've personally not seen it, so I can't answer that question. Anime or cartoons? I prefer anime. Not that there's anything wrong with cartoons, but I do prefer anime. Have you watched High School of the Dead? Yes, of course. I'm an OG anime fan. Of course, I've watched High School of the Dead. I've watched High School of the Dead. It's been a long time. It's been like at least like 11 or 12 years since I've seen High School of the Dead. But yes, I have seen it. Sakaush? What's good? What's good, Sakaush? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Probably not. But yeah, I loved High School of the Dead. It's a really good show. I enjoyed it. Damn, wishing for its season 2. Unfortunately, the writer died. Yeah, it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate because it was a great series. I thoroughly enjoyed High School of the Dead. Just for the sheer wackiness of the opie matrix physics and whatnot, that was entertaining. But it was actually a pretty decently interesting plot too. So, uh, will the good or bad like Naruto? I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to say. Do I? I think. Are you asking? Do I like Naruto? I like Naruto. I don't. What's the topic right now? There is no topic. It's just a Q&A, fam. So just ask whatever questions you may have of me, and we're just out here discussing anime things or whatever question you want to ask. What was the illness that caused Itachi to lose his strength in the first place? That is a good question. That is a good question. Man was just born with the illness, I guess. Because it had nothing. I mean, of course, him losing his eyesight due to Mangekyo does strain him, but it wouldn't strain him to that degree. So that is a good question as to what it was. For all we know, because the series is different, for all we know, he could have had the common flu. Who knows? Man had the vid. Who knows? One Piece? What about One Piece? I like One Piece. I like One Piece. Favorite arc from Naruto? Probably the war arc. I do like the war arc, honestly. I'm a big fan of when a series has like a bunch of characters that we already know, like being able to fight against each other, like with that like dream matches we never thought would happen. I think that's pretty cool. Like when the series started, we never thought we'd get to see the four Kage versus Madara. We never thought we'd get to see uh Kakashi versus Zabuza again, you know? I mean, One Piece, is it good or wait, One Piece end to be good or bad like Naruto? I think the ending's gonna be good. I have faith in Oda. I have faith in Goda. So I think it's gonna be good. Who's your favorite Naruto character? Itachi. Itachi is my favorite. What other questions we got? Welcome back, Blue Jacket. Welcome back. Favorite One Piece and wait. Oh, favorite One Piece arc pre and post time skip. So pre time skip. Um Marineford was pre time skip, correct? I believe Marineford was pre time skip. I could be wrong on that. I might be capping on that. But I think Marineford was pre time skip. And so I would go with Marineford and then probably Wano. Reckless Gaming, what's good? What's good? Welcome back, welcome back. My cat's scratching at the door again. Hold on. What do you want, man? Leave the door alone. Ugh. You just started watching Naruto? You are in for a great journey. You are in for a great journey. Who wins, Down D stage or Sage of the Six Bowl stage? Whew. That's a rough question. Man's out here asking the real debates. Personally, I gotta give it to Sage of the Six Bowls because there's nothing stronger than some miso ramen. Hey, I'm someone who has been watched more than 150 plus anime, but haven't watched One Piece. My friends were forcing me to watch One Piece while I started One Piece, and I'm still stuck watching one episode. That's fair. That is fair. I mean, One Piece. Trust me, you are going to enjoy it. It really is. I know it gets overplayed in saying it, but One Piece really is something that gets better over time. And honestly, it's rough and tough barrier to entry. But like the first like 100 to 200 episodes are really slow, personally, in my opinion. But it is one of those shows that gets better and better and better every arc. And it's basically like if you enjoy Attack on Titan and how Attack on Titan has a bunch of callbacks to a lot of things in the early series, One Piece is the exact same. It just does it in a lot longer time span. So like they'll be in the current season making a callback to something that happens in season 1, and I think it's really cool. Like a great example, you won't get this, but the other people will. A great example is when they basically preluded to Conqueror's Hockey in episode 1 with Shanks. That was pretty cool, and things like that. Do the gritty. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do the gritty. Isn't that's from Kai Sinet, right? Kai created the gritty, didn't he? Or no, or is that getting sturdy? I don't know. I don't know. Based facts. Who would win? Final form Naruto or final form Luffy? Luffy. Who wins straight swords? Zoro or Yoriichi? Straight sword? Oh, I mean, so like no hockey or anything like that. I still think Zoro, because even without hockey, Zoro is just ridiculously strong. So I think just pure strength, Zoro wins. But then again, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough to say. Tough to say. I still want to give it to Zoro though. I dare you to slap yourself. If you super chat $5, I'll slap myself. I'll do it hard too. Uh, if Jiraiya knew Pain's powers slash abilities, would there be a chance that Jiraiya could actually beat Pain? I think so. I mean, even without knowing the abilities, he was able to take down 3 of them essentially after deducing it. But then again, there's not going to be a way for that to be making any sense in the first place, because the whole point of Naruto is they're ninja. So one of their greatest weapons is their opponent not knowing what they're doing. So, but I do think if he did know the powers, there is a slight possibility. I still think realistically Pain would win in the end, but I wouldn't count out Jiraiya. I think his percentage chance of winning would go up a lot if he did know the powers. Diehard fan of Naruto, but friends say One Piece is better. Just start watching, but don't know why the build up to watch till the time I will start liking it will be after 150 episodes, forcing me to watch. That's true. It is tough. It is very very tough. Personally, do I think One Piece is better than Naruto? I like Naruto more, but I will say objectively, the writing wise, I do think One Piece is better, like objectively storytelling wise. But I mean, everyone has their preferences. Because, like, again, my favorite anime is Dragon Ball. Naruto and One Piece's story writing blows Dragon Ball out the water. But I just personally like Dragon Ball more. Do I think it's a better anime than Naruto and One Piece? No, I think Naruto and One Piece is better. But I like Dragon Ball more. So it's just personal preference. But I do agree with your friends that you should definitely watch One Piece. If you are that avid of an anime fan and have watched over 150 anime, you should watch One Piece. One Piece, you won't regret it. If you once you catch up, you won't regret it. But I also personally think, as someone who wants to catch up, I would just say read the manga. It would be a lot faster. You're on episode 72 of One Piece. You got a long way to go, fam. This question makes my mind crazy. Who killed Hashirama in battle? Though I think it's old age because he was damn OP that he was. Yeah, I agree. I don't think anyone killed Hashirama. I think Hashirama died. Well, actually, that's so tough. That's hard to say because you gotta theoretically think about it. He might not have died of old age. Because think about it from this perspective. He got reanimated, right? When Saratobi, when when Saratobi got reanimated, the third Hokage, he got reanimated as his old self, in his old man body, because that's how he died. Hashirama got brought back in his prime, so that would be, and that's how he died. How he died, I don't know. That is a big mystery in the series that we probably will never find out. You kind of just got to chalk it up as, yeah, he died and that's it. Don't question it. Kenneth, what's good? What's good? Who is the best from Bleach? Like, who's my favorite character from Bleach? Gin Ichimaru is my favorite. What do you think of Sarada's MS ability? Oh, what do you think her MS abilities are? Well, I think she probably has Amaterasu because it seems to kind of like just run in that side of the family. Um, as far as what else she can do, I don't know. Yeah, maybe something cool involving Amaterasu, like something unique to her. Because obviously Sasuke was able to control the flames. Maybe she can do something different to be able to use Amaterasu. I'm not sure. Yo Sakura got the trash Renegon. It's the shutting gun, but it's for useless people. Facts. Hanabi, and it's not even close. What about Hanabi? Damn, everyone says One Piece is better than Naruto. I mean, for me, nothing is best than Naruto. You getting me? I mean, yeah, Naruto is great. Again, it all comes down to personal preference. Who would win, Shibai or Final Form Luffy? Final Form Luffy. Well, there's a website named One Piece, with it removing the unwanted dialogues and scenes, just important things to watch, which will be saving 50% of time in terms of catching up with it. That's fair. That is fair. I have heard of One Piece, and yeah, that is definitely fair. Because One Piece does like to do a lot of flashbacks. Um, so yeah, that is definitely. I definitely think you should catch up to it though. It is really good. Who's faster, Saitama or Minato? Technically Minato, because Minato literally is teleporting. Saitama is just speed, and it's kind of hard to beat teleporting versus just speed in general. So I would still say Minato, but I don't think Saitama's far off. I'm finally caught up with One Piece anime and manga after 3 years last week. That's dedication. I appreciate the dedication. Uh, what if it's a healing flame? That'd be kind of cool. I could see that. Like a combination of Amaterasu and her mom's healing abilities. I could see that. But then again, it's hard to say because we also did see, maybe it might have just been anime only. I can't remember, but she did state that she's not good at healing jutsu, but maybe that would make up for it. Um, he got killed by a ninja. By, I mean, maybe. Who would be able to kill him though is the question. Because like he beat Madara, who is considered to be the strongest. So I don't see who would be able to actually beat him unless he somehow. The only logical thing is maybe he somehow got assassinated while he was sleeping. That's the only logical explanation for it. Um, Shiba is the Otsutsuki god, right? Yes, Shiba is the Otsutsuki god. Do you think third Hokage is awesome and one of the greatest Hokage as he can use all 5 elements? No. I'm sorry, but I do not. I think he's severely overrated in terms of strength. He can use a bunch of the different releases, but that doesn't necessarily make him better than everyone else because theoretically Kakashi can do the same thing. And I still don't think Kakashi's stronger, even disregarding Sharingan and all that, he theoretically can still use all those other jutsus. And I still wouldn't put him above Minato, Tobirama, Hashirama. Naruto Uzumaki, what's good? Opinion on Hiruzen. Yeah, that right there is my opinion on Hiruzen. And I also hate how he just basically abandoned Naruto. Terrible, terrible guardian. Why Hashirama is the only one who got wood style jutsu power, and how did he get that power? That's another mystery we will probably never find out. Because the answer to everything in Shippuden is Hashirama cells. And why he has wood style. Well, the thing is, in Boruto, there are now more people that have it, not to his level, obviously. Because obviously Yamato has it. I think Moegi, for some weird reason, has a variation of it. So there are other people that do have it, but obviously not even remotely close to his level. Um, how is Kakashi not able to use Susanoo even though you don't necessarily need Sharingan? That is a good question. That is a good question. Um, I think it comes down to the fact that it takes a lot more out of him because he's not an Uchiha. But then again, you do make that great point. Theoretically, he should be able to still use it. But then again, he shouldn't have had it in the first place. Because he shouldn't have had double Mangekyo, and that is still the biggest Akamaru feces pull out of nowhere that anime has ever done, in my opinion. Make a list of a race against Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, Brook, Chopper, Frankie. So like a foot race, like who's fastest. So first place has got to be Luffy. Second place. Second place, I'll give. Second place Zoro. Third place Sanji. Fourth place Frankie. Fifth place Brook. Sixth place Chopper. And the only reason I'm putting Frankie above Brook is because I feel like Frankie can just pull out some weird booster rocket thing to fly himself over there. But Brook still might be faster. I'm not sure. The worst fight in anime? I don't know. I've never really thought about that. The worst fight in anime. I've seen so many fights. That's hard to say what the worst fight is. Because objectively speaking, most anime fights aren't terrible. So that's hard. I can't really answer that because I've never really thought about it. You know the power of the Renegon can revive anyone, so why Nagato didn't revive Yahiko? Good question. Another plot hole. And to that note, the Renegon. So everyone was so hyped up over the karma and everything in Boruto, right? They're like, oh, it can absorb jutsu and do this, that, and the other thing. As if the Renegon couldn't do the same thing. Like, did anyone not realize that, like, the Renegon can also absorb jutsu? But for some reason, everyone seems to just have forgotten that fact. So, like, in my opinion, personally, the Renegon is just a better version of Karma. Because it absorbs jutsu and can do a lot of other things. Sure, you get more physical prowess and things with Karma, but other than that, like, I just don't see the point. Most R-word anime character? Probably Danzo. Gotta give it to Danzo on that one. Your favorite fight in Shippuden? Favorite fight in Shippuden? Hmm. Probably Itachi versus Sasuke. Uh, Brook can run on water and he have devil fruit. That is true. Man's got some fast feet. That is true. I probably yeah, you're probably right. I'll put Brook above Frankie. I forgot to add they can't cheat. Um, what do you mean? Oh, like using well with Frankie using. What do you mean by can't cheat? Like Luffy can't use Gear 2. I don't know. Frankie can't use rockets, but at the same time, that's innately part of who they are. So what do you mean by can't cheat? That's hard to say. Karma Mark is Walmart Renegon. Yeah, basically. Essentially, in my opinion. Facts also by. Alright, appreciate you, Naruto Uzumaki, for coming through. Appreciate you. Yeah. So they can't. So what? They just have to run straight up. Because how that still is almost impossible to declare if not using devil fruit. Because like for example, Brook is literally in his devil fruit power at all time. That's how he's alive. And same with Chopper essentially. So that's kind of hard to compare because they're just always in their constant devil fruit. Um, But if that's the case, then I guess I'd give it to Zoro as number one. I'm not sure though. It's really hard to say. The best Demon King slash Lord in anime. Um, does Rias Gremory count? She's princess technically, demon princess. Does that count? So just a normal foot race. Um, if we were talking just a normal foot race, no powers or anything involved, probably Sanji because he's the man never skipped leg day. Aw, he doesn't count. All right, so or she doesn't count. So let's see here. Best Demon King. Hmm. Probably Rimuru. Off the top of my head, I'll give it to Rimuru. Mihawk versus Shanks. Mihawk versus Shanks. Who wins? Probably Shanks. I still think it's Shanks. Hi, this is Chris. Why is the live action One Piece so different? Well, because they can't make it completely the same. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any reason for people to watch it other than to see if it followed the exact material. And it's also different, but not in a bad way, in my opinion. I think the live action did exceedingly well. Not to mention the fact that Oda was there every step of the way, so it's technically it can't be badly written just due to the fact that Oda is the one that wrote the script. So you can't really argue like, hey, this doesn't follow the source material when the man who created the source material was there writing it. So that's why I think it did good, but it is different. It's kind of like a different telling of it in a way, but I don't think it's bad. It's vastly better than any live action we've ever gotten ever. Misfit of Demon King Academy. That is a good anime. That is a very good anime, and I think that is a good Demon Lord. But I personally like Rimuru more. But I believe you. Well, the main character was Anos Voldigold, right? It's so off book. I mean, that is true, but at the same time, it was written by Oda, and I still don't think it's that bad. It's vastly close to how it was written in the manga compared to any other live action ever. I mean, for God's sake, the live action of Attack on Titan, Levi doesn't exist. And I think they had tanks or something. Like, and don't even get me started about Dragon Ball Evolution. My lord. Uh, how dare you say Shanks? I mean, Shanks is stronger than Mihawk. I'm sorry. I personally think Mihawk's a lot stronger than people give him credit for, but I still think Shanks is stronger. Views on Tokyo Revengers? It's good. It's good. I mean, I've only seen season one, honestly. So based off of season one, Tokyo Revengers is good. But I heard I did hear it went downhill, so I can't fully say. Uh, Anime girls or boys who made it better, as far as what? As far as One Piece, I'm confused. If you could use any anime character's power, which would you choose? If I could use any anime character's power, um, probably Zoroardo, Dio. The ability to freeze time is just too busted. Um, first anime that I watched, Pokemon, and yes, the live action of Attack on Titan did not have Levi in it. They didn't think he was important enough to put in. Have you noticed that Levi and Phaeton have the same eyes and color? True. Dragon Ball is the anime. True. Oh, anime girls and boys who made it better as far as in Dragon Ball. I mean the boys. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure if I understand the question though. Do you know the ending of Demon Slayer manga? Yes, I do. P.S. Can we share spoilers here? I mean, people have been talking about the whole spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen, so why not? But yes, I do know the ending of the Demon Slayer manga. Most popular anime you haven't watched? That I haven't watched? Um, that's hard to say because I've watched most of the popular anime. Mm, I mean, I'm not fully caught up with My Hero, but I've still watched it. But one that I have just not completely not watched. Mm, I mean, I've never watched Assassinate or not Assassination Classroom. What's it called? Classroom of the Elite. I've never seen Classroom of the Elite. That's a pretty popular series. Um, would you consider Hedon dead? Yes, Hedon is dead. That is, I believe, canonically confirmed that he is dead. Even if it's not canonically confirmed, he is still 100% dead because you got to think about it. Even though he was quote unquote immortal, he, I believe, A, has to keep making sacrifices to people for people in order to stay immortal. And B, even if that wasn't the case and he's just 100% immortal, he's buried underground. Eventually, his body is going to get eaten alive by bugs. So eventually, he's going to be gone in general. Because then eventually, his bones will decay and yada yada yada. So yes, Hedon is definitely dead and inside of a bunch of bugs. Eka, hello, what's good? If Tanjiro becomes Demon King, then will someone be there who will kill him? Oh, have you not seen the ending of Demon Slayer manga? I just don't want to give spoilers if you haven't seen it. You were free to talk about spoilers if you know about them, but if you don't know about it, I mean, unless you want me to spoil the answer for you. No, Dragon Ball is the best anime for me and all anime girls or boys who made it better story. Yes, Dragon Ball is by far the best anime, personally for me. Um, I thought he was immortal. Yeah, he is immortal, but again, he got eaten by bugs. Do you accept memes for your Naruto vids, or do you just find them on your own? I usually just find them on my own, personally. I use Reddit, but I also am planning to try and sometimes branch out of just memes because I do love memes, but it also gets boring making meme videos. And plus, there are also only so many memes out there. Like, I end up having to repeat a lot of memes for certain videos just because there aren't any new ones. Uh, Jesus, hello, or Jesus, however you want to be pronounced. Terry, what's good? Which anime character would you bring to the real world as your best friend? Mm-hmm. As my best friend. That's a tough one. I'd have to think about that. Can Gojo be it? I love Gojo. Gojo's great. Um, come on, give me a spoiler. It creates excitement. What's the ending on Demon Slayer? All right, for anyone that doesn't want to hear the ending of Demon Slayer, mute the stream for like 30 seconds or so. So the ending of Demon Slayer, he does become, or Tanjiro does become Demon King. And the way they end it is basically he gets talk no jutsu by Nezuko. He gets talk no jutsu by Nezuko and gets brought back to his senses, if I'm not mistaken. And then I can't remember what happens after that. I think now I'm drawing a blank as to what fully happened because I know he gets talk no jutsu by Nezuko, but after that, I don't fully remember. But yes, Tanjiro does not die. Tanjiro gets healed, or he gets brought back to being a normal person, and everyone lives happily ever after. Yada yada yada. Well, not everyone, but you know. Um, that's sad. I had a really good one. I mean, just post it on Reddit. Post it to Dank Rudo. That's usually where I get my memes on from. Ria Scremery or Tsunade. Honestly, it really just depends on the day you ask me because I always flip flop the answer. But today I'm feeling a little more Rias. Did you hear Gojo died? Yes, even though I don't think he's dead. Personally, I have a theory that Tengen Uzui could be a sound ninja. I mean, he's the sound Hashira and he was a former shinobi. What would you rate this theory? 10 out of 10. Um, do you remember? Yes, Dark Slorp, I remember. It's hard to forget a name named Dark Slorp. And of course, Chris. Of course. And yes, of course, I also do remember you, Chris. I lower my volume when you give the Demon Slayer spoiler. Yeah. I mean, I already gave it, so. I also personally think the Demon Slayer ending was a bit rushed. It felt rushed, in my opinion. But that's just me. Is Kurama alive? Will Naruto get Kurama back or any other tail beast? I personally don't think Kurama's alive anymore. I think is gone. I think Kurama is gone, unfortunately. Who is stronger in Boruto, Naruto or Sasuke? Naruto. Not only because of Baryon mode, but even still, Sasuke is trash in Boruto. Because Sasuke ran out of chakra 3 chapters ago. Somehow. 10 push ups? What about 10 push ups? You want me to do 10 push ups? Donate $1 and I'll give 10 push ups. If you're ever feeling useless, just remember Naruto uses a train to travel in Boruto. Hey, I mean, man wants to. Well, I guess there's not really point in preserving chakra for him. He has to use a train now. He doesn't have Kurama anymore. For me, I would bring Itadori as my best friend in the real world because he's just a fun guy to be around. That is true. I did contemplate bringing Itadori. But I like Gojo more. But they're both fun. I mean, he was fast without Kurama. I mean, yeah, that is true. He is fast without Kurama. Is he faster than a train? Maybe. But even then, man probably will get winded at that point. I mean, he's not like, without Kurama, he's not nearly as fast. With Kurama, he was almost as fast as Minato. Without Kurama, he's just probably average. Or I mean, not average, but he's faster than average, but not like exceedingly fast. Like without Kurama, I would say Sasuke's faster. Who would win, Jotaro or Cars? Probably Jotaro, because I mean, I would debate that Jotaro is stronger than Joseph, and Joseph beat Cars, so I would say Jotaro. Personally, I would say Jotaro. Do you think Demon Slayer is too short? Yes. Yes, I do. I think that he shouldn't have killed off all of the lower moons, and I don't think they should have speed ran the final season or the final arc, like Infinity Castle. I felt very rushed. Um, why some people are in love with Nezuko? She's kawaii, I guess. Who's faster, Baryon Naruto or adult Borskilat Kate? I don't know who that is. Oh, Boroshiki. Probably Baryon mode, but who knows? I'd still probably give it to Baryon mode though. Jotaro has a handful of similarities to Sasuke. Kind of. I could kind of see that. Most androgynous anime character. I might be stupid, but I actually don't know what androgynous means. I'm pro. I sucked at English. Not gonna lie. Uh, bro, I ready is teaching me more than my fourth grade teacher. I ready? Not sure what you mean. Hello games. What's good, JJ? What up? What up? Do you skip filler? Nope. I mean, I mainly read manga nowadays, and filler doesn't really exist in manga. So I guess you could say I do. But if I'm watching the anime specifically, no, I don't skip filler. Strongest JoJo stand? I still think uh, it's gotta be Golden Requiem. Gold Experience Requiem is the strongest. WWE or AEW? WWE? I mean, I don't really watch wrestling. But when I did when I was younger, I watched WWE. Uh, iReady is a testing program. Crazy. Do you wish Dio was canon? What do you mean? Dio is canon? I'm very confused. Dio does exist. Ezra, what's good? When Minato separated the Kurama half in himself and in Naruto, the 100% of Kurama split in two, so did his chakra was also been decreased to just 50%. Yes, when it was split in two, the chakra was split into 50%. Yes. But I believe also when Minato was being passed on, he did transfer that back to Naruto. So I think Naruto has 100% of him. Uh, where's Hinata? I want to see her. I mean, Hinata is in a prison realm currently. Just saying. I'm on episode 21 on Bleach. Should I watch the fillers? Yes, I actually would say yes, watch the fillers of Bleach. The reason being is because some of the filler arcs are actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. Bleach has some of the best filler arcs, in my opinion. Oh, Dio Over Heaven. I don't know much about Dio Over Heaven, honestly. I've heard of them, but I don't know much about Dio Over Heaven. Did you know Shino's bugs, who died in the Three Tails arc, are the only canon character to die in filler? Makes sense. I still remember your Day or Past series. Man, that's an OG right there. Daniel, shout out to Daniel. That's an OG series. The Day or Past series was a thing I did back when I had like 5,000 subscribers or something like that. That's an OG right there. Shout out to Daniel. Thank you for the support and dedication all this time, fam. Uh, Thank you for getting my name right. I mean, does people get it wrong? I feel like Ezra's not that hard. Maybe people are can't read. I don't know. Uh, but if it was decreased, then don't you think, like any other entity, he would regain his 100% of his chakra? Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that he, after Minato died, I think the other half did get transferred to Naruto, so Naruto did have 100% of the chakra. Is Demon Slayer dub cringe? Couldn't tell you. Don't really watch the dub. Although I think I might have watched Mugen Train in dub. I don't remember though. I can't remember if I watched it sub or dub. Um, an anime where you cried. I've only cried in one anime ever, and that was Pokemon the first movie. But that partially could be due to the fact I was 4 years old. Um, did you know that art is an explosion? Genjutsu da, bakuhatsu da, kats. So yes, I did. Do you live in the USA, and are you about cricket my dream job? Uh, I do live in the USA, and I don't unfortunately know much about cricket at all. Sorry. Yep, that was my favorite anime series. Fair. I watch anime in dub. I mean, to each their own. Personally, I prefer sub, but there are certain anime that work in dub also. Naruto's a good dubbed anime. Uh, Bleach is good in dub. Dragon Ball's good in dub. Respect for anyone who watches anime sub. I mean, I mainly only watch sub. Well, now mainly I read, but when I do watch anime, I do prefer sub for the most part. Record of Ragnarok watched. I have not watched Record of Ragnarok, but that's also because I've heard that it's not good as an anime. I heard that it is very poorly animated. Correct me if I'm wrong. I heard there's like a lot of still frames, and people said that it felt like it was a slideshow or a PowerPoint. So I don't know, but no, I have not watched or read it. Did you watch the Mugen Train movie? Yes, I did. Watched it in theaters. Isn't it crazy after over 100 volumes, Luffy's kill count is 0? I mean, there's a reason for that. Oda did make a statement in an interview stating that he doesn't like killing characters. So that's mainly the reason. Like there's a very low kill count in One Piece in general. Most characters are still alive. I mean, what do you got? I mean, there's maybe like 5 or 6 characters that have actually like canonically died out of like the 1,000 plus characters. Um, I watched the Mugen Train as a show because it's longer. That's fair. Have you watched any sports anime? Yes, I actually like some decent amount of sports anime. Kuroko no Basket is phenomenal. You could kind of count Food Wars as a food or as a sports anime in a way. Because it is like a cooking battle essentially. But also, what else? There's Prince. I've seen Prince of Tennis, uh, Hajime no Ippo. Uh, ta- I guess you can't really count Baki the Grappler as a sports anime. You maybe I would consider it sports anime in like season two of the original series, but for the most part, it's not. Um, well, I feel like I'm drawing a blank. There's other sports anime I've seen. What am I forgetting? Haikyuu. I've watched Haikyuu. Haikyuu's a good sports anime. Um, as we discussed, that Hashirama might have died with old age. Then what about his regeneration power? I still don't think he died of old age. I could be wrong on that. And you do make the good point because it's like could be similar to Tsunade how Tsunade makes herself look younger. But I also feel like Hashirama doesn't care about looking younger that much. But I don't know. I still think it is a possibility. He could have died of old age and he could just be making himself look younger because of his regeneration power. So I don't know. I think it makes more sense that he got killed in his sleep somehow. That's the most logical thing in my opinion, but we'll never know. Uh, what about Haikyuu? Yeah, I said Haikyuu. I have watched Haikyuu. It's good. It's good sports anime. I personally like Kuroko no Basuke more, and also Hajime no. In my opinion, Hajime no Ippo is probably the best sports anime. If you don't count Food Wars, because I have a bias for Food Wars, but objectively, writing wise, Hajime no Ippo is best. I like how Naruto became leader of his clan in an hour. True. It's still odd though. I still stand by that it is odd because he took his mom's last name, not his dad's. That's a bit odd, but because I don't think that's just normally a thing in Japan, so I'm not really sure why that happened. But um, yo, what's up, Condor? Dub is better than sub, and do not understand sub language. For me, I hate anime, not manga. I mean, personally prefer sub because it is the language it was originally made in. Um, yo, what's good? Just joined. What's good, Tomioka? What's up? What's up? Uh, what's the strongest jutsu in your opinion? Strongest jutsu? That's tough. That's tough to say what the strongest jutsu is because each jutsu, because you could argue Tsukiyomi because it makes your opponent basically worthless unless they can break out of it somehow. Or you could argue Amaterasu because it's a flame that can't be put out. So it's really hard to say. That's really hard to debate. Do you know a fastest way to a girl's heart? Naruto joke. Chidori. Facts. I'm kind of new to anime, watched all of the basic ones. That's fair. That's fair. Well, welcome to being an anime newbie. You will have a great journey ahead of you because anime is fantastic. I only read Naruto to Boruto, Dragon Ball Super, and One Piece. That's fair. All great. All great. Why didn't Danzo make his move after the third Hokage died? Uh, that's a good question. That is a good question. Because he's an idiot? But we already knew that he's an idiot. Uh, Luffy doesn't kill, he crushes dreams. Facts. He took his mom's name since Minato was wanted everywhere, so they didn't want him to be wanted. Well, that's true. You could argue that, but at the same time, he was also the Jinchuriki. And I feel like a Jinchuriki is also pretty wanted. So, regardless of him not having Minato's last name, he still had the Nine Tails in him, which is debatably even more wanted. and everyone in the village knew it. Meaning, I'm sure all people that wanted to figure it out outside of the village could find that out pretty easily. Um, who is your favorite Naruto character minus Kakashi? Itachi, personally. Sexy Jutsu is the strongest. Good point. That is a good point. It did work on Notsuki, so that is fair. Did you ever think Kurenai, Kakashi, or Danzo were Uchiha? Back when I didn't know much about it, I thought Kakashi was Sasuke's uncle. That's true. That is true. I did think that. I think we all thought that. Maybe not Danzo. I don't think I ever really thought Danzo was, but I definitely did think that Kakashi and Kurenai were. Remember when Danzo tried to destroy Susanoo with a kunai? I do. Yeah, that worked out well for him. Who is stronger, Sage Jiraiya or full power Orochimaru? I think theoretically it's Orochimaru, but I don't know. That's hard to say because the writing is very, very wonky. Because they did write in the flashback that Jiraiya was weaker than Orochimaru, but at the same, well, I still think Orochimaru is stronger because I don't know people will argue that he did beat three pains, but at the same time, the pain that beat Orochimaru was the Shinra Tensei pain, and that pain didn't really fight Jiraiya, and I don't think Jiraiya would have been able to really combat against Shinra Tensei either, because that one is obviously by far the strongest out of the entire group. Why Naruto look ugly in Boruto? Did Hinata, maybe Hanabi, you know what did to him? Um, he looks ugly in my personal opinion because he let Hinata cut his hair. That's what I'm going with. I wish they Minato looked less like Naruto, right? Uh, I wish they Minato looked less like Naruto, right? When I first saw Minato's picture, I knew they were related. Exactly. People can put two and two together, so I think Naruto not having his name makes zero sense, in my opinion. It's a real shame that some of your old videos got deleted. I agree. I do personally wish I could still go back to making those kinds of videos because those were fun. But I gotta follow YouTube policies, you know. They pay my bills, so. Yo Otaku, who is your favorite Naruto character? Mine is Kakashi. Mine is Itachi. Uh, I love the theory of having a shadow Hokage to a real Hokage. That's true. It is pretty cool. I enjoy it. Do you think Saitama or Goku would win in a fight? Goku. Hinata, hello, what's good? I love how you use the pathetic thing in your memes. Pathetic. What video games do you play? Personally, I do not play any because I don't have time. All of my free time is taken up with either working or taking care of my kids. So I do not have free time. When I used to play video games, some of my favorites, my favorite video game of all time is Halo 3. But I was also a big fan of Dragon Ball Fighters, uh, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, things like that. Modern Warfare 2. Also, Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke's hair all turned flat in Boruto. True. I mean, I personally think Sakura got a glow up, and then the other two got a glow down. Who is stronger, Sage Naruto or Orochimaru? Probably Sage Naruto. Actually, that's not even a question. I definitely think Sage Naruto. Do you know that Minato is going to get his own series? Might be a rumor I heard. Oh no, he didn't get his own series. He got his own manga spin-off. But it was only one chapter. And that came out like a month or two ago. Or a couple months ago it came out. So that's already happened. You have kids? I do. I have a stepdaughter and a son. So yes, I have kids. You have kids, tell them I said hi. Well, they are very, very young. One is 3 and one is a month and a half old. So I don't know if they'll understand that fully, but I will say hi. um, and I'll tell them you said hi also, difficulty. Um, I would watch Minato any day instead of Boruto. Minato is way more OP and not like a brat like Boruto. True. Although I will give credit where credit is due. The Boruto manga is not bad. The Boruto anime is trash. And I think literally canonically it has like I think it was like 60 or 80% of it was filler. But the Boruto manga is actually not bad. And now where it's at with the two blue vortex, that version of Boruto is actually pretty boss. I'm not gonna lie. Boruto basically turned into Sasuke, and it's kind of cool. They really came in swinging with this last chapter. Um, who's the strongest Akatsuki member? Uh, Obito. Technically, I would say Obito. Hey, just a thought pop up. If Mike Guy can't use chakra, then how can he summon turtles? Mike Guy can use chakra. He just wasn't good at using jutsu. Same with Rock Lee. Both can use chakra. They're just not good at using jutsu. They still can use chakra though. And with all that being said, Mike Guy is significantly better at it than Rock Lee is, which is why he can still use some jutsu. He's just not good at using a lot of jutsu. That's why he's specialized in taijutsu. Who'd win in a fight, Goku or Saitama? Goku. Uh, it always autocorrects to burrito. True. They made Hanabi a filler. Did they? I didn't actually know that. Hanabi's not a filler, is it? Is she? She's in the manga, I'm pretty sure. Gravity saw Naruto's hair and was like, down you go. True. How did Rock Lee pass his exams if he didn't know any ninjutsu or genjutsu? That is a good question. There's also the great question of why is Naruto the same age as everyone else? Because if you remember correctly, canonically, he failed the exam like 4 times or something. So theoretically, if the exam only happens once a year, how is Naruto the same age as everyone else? Makes you think. If you're ever feeling useless, just remember Sasuke is the lowest ranking member of Konoha 11. True. True. Man is still technically a Genin. Uh, in Boruto, she is. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought in Boruto, I swear I thought she was in the manga, but I could be wrong. She might not be in the manga. Either way, that's the only good thing to happen in Boruto, the anime. Ingonki, what's good? Who has the best chakra control in Naruto? Mm, Sakura, probably. Because it takes exceedingly high amounts of chakra control to do healing jutsus and things like that. You could argue Sakura, you could argue Hashirama. I like how Neji says you can't be a ninja without ninjutsu, despite him literally using only taijutsu like 99% of the time. True. That's 100% facts. Nahanabi is what made Boruto better, if you know. True. Dude, why is Naruto's last name isn't Namikaze? Yeah, we were actually debating that earlier in the stream. It makes no sense for Naruto's last name to not be Namikaze. It should be, and I don't know why it's not. Why are the abilities, or what are the abilities of the Tenseigan? Good question, because we don't know. Oh wait, no, is the Tenseigan? The Tenseigan's the one that what's his face on the moon had, right? I remember looking it up what the abilities were, but I don't remember. It's basically that chakra cloak. Essentially, was the abilities of it that what's his face got. Um, Iwabe and Denki are fillers, so that means Metal is all alone. True. I did know that. I did know Iwabe and Denki are filler. Not that anyone really cares, to be honest. Smash or pass Hanabi? Smash, of course. Sup, I'm a huge fan. Appreciate you, Ingonki. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Did that gay in the last hit Hinata? Uh, or did that? I mean, I'm assuming you mean that guy. Did that guy hit in the last hit Hinata? I hope not. I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. That would be rough for Naruto if he did. Nah, Hanabi is a minor. That's weird, and not in the Boruto. She's not. Hanabi is not a minor in Boruto. I don't know what Boruto you've been reading or watching, but Hanabi is a full-fledged adult. I don't know exactly how old she is, but she is an adult. Is she around 27? I didn't think she was that old, but I could be wrong. Because she is around the same age as Konohamaru. So that makes sense that she'd be 27. People really severely underestimate how old the characters are. Like, Naruto is like in his 30s in Boruto. Man is old. Why do you think Kakashi got bags under his eyes? Dude, what happened if Jiraiya was the fifth Hokage? That'd be pretty cool. But my man didn't want to be Hokage. I don't blame him. Jiraiya, what's his face? Now I'm drawing a blank on Luffy's grandpa. Why am I forgetting Luffy's grandpa's name? But he's like that. Like that's why like Luffy's grandpa, even though he's a vice admiral, he had the power to be fleet admiral. He just didn't want to because he didn't want the yeah, Garp. Thank you. Garp didn't want to be fleet admiral because he didn't want the responsibility. I don't blame him. And it's the same thing with Jiraiya. Jiraiya has the power to be the Hokage. He just doesn't want the responsibility. Freddy Fazbear? What about Freddy Fazbear? Also, not gonna lie, speaking of Freddy Fazbear, side note, a little bit about me. I am a huge fan of FNAF. I don't play the games or anything, but I'm deep into the lore and follow all of the game theories and stuff like that. I love FNAF. I wish Jiraiya was Hokage instead of Tsunade. Tsunade was devoted to her job. Yeah, I think Tsunade was a great Hokage, honestly. A far better Hokage, in my opinion, than the third Hokage. Who's your favorite anime YouTuber, not counting yourself? Personally, I think I'm a terrible anime YouTuber. My favorite anime YouTuber, if he counts, I would probably say Connor, Dog VA, if he counts as an anime YouTuber. I think theoretically he does, but in Death Note, who is the villain, Light or L? Good question. I would say L is, or not L. What am I saying? Light. Light's probably the villain. Honestly, Shikamaru and Choji could have been better husbands for Ino than Sai. I mean, Shikamaru and Tamari make sense. Choji and Ino does not make sense in my opinion. So I think Sai. I mean, Sai doesn't really make much sense either, but it is what it is. They had to pair people with someone. They had to pair with someone. Um, Jiraiya was like the father to Naruto, but Naruto thought he was like a brother. Wait, who? Uraya? Or Jiraiya? I'm very confused. Dude, does Madara will come in the Boruto series? I highly doubt. I highly doubt Madara is gonna show up in Boruto. That'd be cool. I wouldn't be against it, but I don't think that would happen. Was Wano? I'm assuming you mean Wano. Was Wano too long? No, I think Wano was great. Wano, after Marineford's my favorite arc in One Piece, and I'd say Wano's my second favorite. I think Dressrosa was vastly too long though. Dressrosa was, yeesh. Um, I'm gonna. The time's about up. 2 hours is about up. So I'm gonna answer. I'll say 5 more questions, and then I gotta head out because I gotta go eat dinner. I'm hungry, so I gotta go eat dinner after another like 5 questions, and then go to bed because I'm tired. So let's see here. 5 more questions. Um, my favorite besides you is Obi Toby. I'm not sure who. I don't know. I've never heard of Obi Toby, but shouts out to Obi Toby. Um, let's see. Minecraft noob. What's good? Sai should have ended up with Sakura. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Sakura deserves less hate. True, I agree with that. Let's see here. So, well, people keep saying bye, but I'm gonna answer like 5 more questions. Why ads? Because that's just how that's just how YouTube streaming is now. Apparently, they just randomly insert ads. I don't control when YouTube does that. YouTube just throws it in. But yeah, I'll answer 5 more questions and then I gotta go. Uh, Naruto, half of the ships don't make sense. True. Like, uh, let's see here. Uh, could Sakura hit? Hit who? Is Denji breedable? I'm not even counting these questions. What? Um, let's see here. Watch filler and it makes sense. I mean, that's true. A lot of the ships, a lot of the ships at the end only make sense because of filler. But again, they are filler. So, but even then, some of them don't make sense. Shikamaru should be Hokage. uh, um, I'll just say read the manga. All I'm gonna say is read Boruto's manga. Let's see here. So, Sakura has hit Naruto more than any villain. True. That's why it's called Naruto Shippuden. All right. So question 1 out of 5. Question 1 out of 5. Does Goku? Wait. What? Does Goku taste like ki? I'm very confused. All right, so question 1 out of 5. Do you like Jujutsu Kaisen? Yes, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. And I personally think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably the best new shonen of this era. Question 2. Does Naruto love anyone instead of Hinata and Boruto? I don't believe so. Pretty sure he's pretty faithful to Hinata. Question 3. Bro, Hinata is hot. Facts. This is facts. Question 3. Are you excited for DBS coming back? Of course. I love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Super. Can't wait for the anime to come back. Gonna make a whole slew of videos on it when Dragon Ball Super comes back. Because I'm currently caught up with the manga. Question 4 for real though. Is Robin from One Piece the most traumatized Straw Hat in your opinion? Probably. Well, yeah, probably. I would say so. Based off of my memory, I would say so. And then last question. All right, last question. Why does Kakashi not physically age in Boruto? He does. Didn't you see the bags under his eyes? That's literally it. That's literally it. Is basically they gave him bags under his eyes. But I mean, they can't really change his character design very much. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I probably am gonna do another live stream tomorrow. I plan on doing it. So, and get your wallets ready if you have it, and if you even care to do it. But tomorrow I'm gonna do another really long Q&A probably. But in unison to that, I plan on probably doing a rule where for every dollar donated, I'm going to be saying Naruto 100 times. So if someone donates $1, gotta say it 100 times. If someone donates $10, I gotta say it 1,000, and so on and so forth. I don't know what time I'm gonna start it, and I don't know what time I'm gonna end it. But yeah, I plan on probably trying to do that tomorrow. So stay on the lookout for that. And that's completely not mandatory about donating or anything. That's just if you feel like torturing me. Other than that, it's just gonna be a normal Q&A like this. But anyways, I appreciate all of you guys that showed up. I love y'all. You guys are the best anime fans. And I'll catch y'all on the next stream / next video. Peace.